As part of sanctioning, you also need to draft the project charter we just mentioned before getting started. The project charter includes the details of the project, such as its objectives, subphases, tasks, resources, and so on. It also includes the next two components, estimating and scheduling. Along with the objectives, the charter should define all business issues or impact that the project is addressing. At the top of your project charter, list the essential details of the project. These include project name, project sponsor, project manager, the person in charge of the project, a list of all members of the project team. There should then be a project description, which summarizes the major points of the project, including its purpose. One of the most important parts of the charter is the project scope. This defines exactly what the project entails and what it doesn't. What it doesn't entail is out of scope, meaning that these things are not handled by the project manager and team, but by someone else. In other words, the project sponsor needs to use their own resources to get these things done. The scope should include things like business issues to be addressed by the project, business impact to be addressed by the project, expected results, project objectives, main project deliverables, in scope, out of scope. You may also include examples of optional items that would be add-ons, which are out of scope but can be arranged. This charter document should include the final due date for all deliverables and a place where the project sponsor will sign off on the project after reading this document. Your project plan charter should also include a specific breakdown of the smaller tasks that make up the project and a schedule for starting and finishing each. During the planning phase, you need to figure out how much investment of time and other resources each part of the project is going to take. In order to do this, you need to break it down into its constituent tasks and consider each task separately. This is called Work Breakdown Structure, WBS. For example, you're a graphic designer and the deliverable for your project is a logo for a company. There are a number of tasks that include getting your client to fill in a form about their company, first drafts of 3 logo options, which must be sent to the client and approved, a first draft of the logo idea chosen by the company based on the client's feedback, a final revision of the logo again using client feedback, and packaging the final digital files for the client. Using WBS, you would estimate the time each of these tasks would take. You can then estimate how long the overall project will take. Finally, schedule your tasks by putting all of them in a logical order and on a fixed timeline. This will create a workflow that ensures the work will get done in the right order by the deadline. As you sequence the individual tasks you identified, the total amount of time added together will determine the project length. Keep in mind that you'll have your regular work and responsibilities as well. You may also be managing multiple projects at one time. Pad your estimates at first and don't overpromise on when you can have the work done. As you carry out more projects similar to this one, you'll naturally develop a better handle on juggling new projects with regular work. Use your calendar to schedule the parts of your project. If you're using multiple calendars, combine them into one and make it collaborative so that the others involved can see it. Book all of your activities, including calls, appointments, independent work, meetings, and research. If they're all in one place where you can take in your tasks at a glance, this will make fitting in your project much easier. There should be a section of your project charter where the above tasks are listed. Take each major milestone and list all of the tasks that need to be accomplished. Clearly identify who will be responsible for carrying out each task, a date for when it will be started, and a date for when it will be finished. Please refer to the Project Plan and Charter template to see an example of what this document would look like.